Hey friends, welcome back to shadowplaytarot. I'm telling myself that as well. Thank you so much for joining me here, friends. I want to take a moment to talk about what's been going on a little bit before we jump to our reading. I've actually been trying to film this for way longer than it should have taken. And I was trying to talk through the intro, but to be honest, I just would kept crying. So I said, fuck it, let's go straight to the reading. So I did your collective reading first, and that always helps ground me, when I float into the ethers. And now that I feel a little more grounded, I came back to film this intro. So, yeah, if you're not interested in listening to this, that's totally fine. Skip ahead. Trust me, I know what it's like to not want to hear about disasters and all this and that. Things are a downer, and I get it. Our little human brains can't wrap around this level of devastation. And it's like those things we see online. We see it a couple times, so we feel bad. We send a prayer, we hope things get better, and then we swipe. We can get back to our regular life. But it is a little bit different when devastation and tragedy strikes, especially so close to home. So, as most of you know, I am an LA girly. I am from Los Angeles, and this is home. And in the last week, we've had absolutely, as you guys have probably seen, absolutely devastating fires that have happened. They were fueled by winds. They were, I don't know, what's ungodly, is that the right word? Ungodly winds. They were literally like 70 to 100 mile an hour gusts. So it was unlike anything we've ever seen. And if you can imagine, LA is almost like a matchbook. The wooden matches just ready to go up in flames if the conditions are right. It is very dry here. We don't have rain, and we definitely haven't had one in a long time. We haven't had rain in a long time. So last week, it's been exactly a week actually. I'm filming this on a Tuesday, last Tuesday. We had a windstorm here, and unfortunately, that day the two biggest fires that we've ever had ignited. Unfortunately, as the days progressed, it didn't get better, it actually got worse. The day after the fires started, we had one of the most chaotic days here in our city. The area that I live in, I was literally in the middle of almost like a ring of fire because you looked at our amazing Watch Duty app, which every single person in LA has been so thankful for. So thank you to the creators of that app. Um, I will say my thank yous in a minute because there's just so many people to thank. But um, you could see all these fires around, and the two biggest ones were here. We just had all these little ones, so we had a total of 8 burning around us at the same time. It hasn't been confirmed, but there were people starting fires that, maybe not the two big ones, but the smaller ones, absolutely. This is literally a spiritual war out here, as much as it is climate change, but it's also people's shadows and darkness, the shadow types that thrive on chaos. They came out to play, and that kept our fire department spread very thin, which leads me to the biggest thank you, and that is our fire department. Thank you so much to all of the firefighters, not only LAFD, but also all of the other fire departments that came out, the firefighters that came from different states, different countries. We had Canada show up, we had Mexico show up, we had firefighters from all over the country volunteering to come here. And there is not a doubt in my mind that without their tireless efforts and everything that they did, that more of our city would have been completely gone and devastated. You guys have to understand, we are an urban area. We are a nature/urban area. So we have a lot of hills, we have mountains, there's a lot of houses tucked in. And so when you think of all this acreage that is burned, this is an urban area. And so it's been, communities have been completely wiped out and destroyed. And being in a city like this that's so interconnected, when one community is hurting, we're all hurting. And that's what it feels like right now. It feels like our city is bleeding. The sadness, the grief, the trauma, the devastation of watching friends and neighbors lose it all from one day to another. Nothing can prepare you for that. And if you have been through tragedy like that, I'm giving you such a big hug. And I, as a person, want to say, now I understand. There's something about these type of catastrophic events that we're seeing that is just unreal. So the closest fire that we had to us was the day after the initial start, which was last Wednesday. And the evacuation zone was about 2.5 miles from where I live. So we had to get ready to go. We had to get a go bag. And you guys, yeah, girl, I mean, I think I failed. You know, we all want to say that we would know what we would grab and, you know, I'd save this or I'd do that. Or the truth is, bitches, I was going to be left with a bunch of tarot decks and the clothes I was wearing and a car full of my daughter's squishy mellows. And afterwards, when I looked, when we kind of, you know, when the time passed and we realized we weren't going to have to evacuate, and thank God, thank you, God, for protecting these firefighters and giving them the will and the energy and the knowledge and the bravery to get in there and extinguish these fires, which is what they did in the hill that that was closest to us. I will tell you guys, if the wind was blowing in a slightly different direction and if it was any stronger than it was, we would have had to leave. Absolutely. And so when the reality of that hit, you know, it was definitely different than just the thought. So yeah, I think that now I need to come up with a better plan as to realistically how I should pack and prepare myself. God forbid, but if this ever were to happen again, the amount of anxiety, our nervous systems, everything has just been, you know, just on high alert. It also didn't help that the city kept sending out false alarms. If you guys have your phones and they do the loud emergency beep, I don't know in other countries how it is, but they came anywhere from 4 p.m. and I got one at 3 a.m. And that 3 a.m. one, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up because you're trying to rest. You can't. You're on high alert, you know, and then you get these messages that say you got to go. And it turns out that they were false. You know, thank God they were. Thank God that they were false alarms. But at the same time, it's a system that just doesn't work. So, you know, our illusion of safety has been kind of stripped away. Things that we thought would never happen absolutely did happen. And in a city of 3 million people, I don't think that there's one person at this point that doesn't know, that wasn't personally affected themselves, know someone that was affected, or know of someone. We've lost thousands of homes. And yes, you know, in one of the areas, it is more upscale, but it doesn't matter, you guys. This is literally a working class city. There's thousands of people. It's not just the people that lost their homes. It's the greater impact of an entire community and neighborhood being wiped out. People that have handed their homes down for generations. People like you and I, you guys, whatever idea you have of LA being this, you know, artificial place, I assure you it's not like that. It's easy to write it off as that, but we run so much deeper than that. And one thing that you'll notice is that anyone that's from here or has lived here long enough, we have immense pride for our city. A lot of us are hurting and grieving memories that we have in these places, neighborhoods, you know, besides the pain and the utter devastation for the people that lost. It's an absolute miracle that with fires this size in such a deeply populated city, we don't have more casualties. So that's a blessing. All the thousands of animals that have been displaced, our wildlife that is gone. Besides that, our teacher lost her home. Our family doctor lost his home. Several other people that I know lost their homes. And a few more stayed behind in the fire to save what they had. And luckily they did. And you can't just write it off as it's just stuff. You can rebuild. It's not that easy. What's going on is absolutely horrible. Most people will be permanently displaced from their neighborhoods. And this is not a place where it's easy to just buy, and it's easy to build and it's easy to afford. So through community and community care, we're trying to support people as much as we can to assist them in hanging on to their land and being able to rebuild. So even if you weren't personally impacted by the fire, we're still impacted. We're okay, but we're not okay. And it's been very challenging to navigate. And I've done what I know to do, and that's to turn to my community and see of how I can be of service. And without listing specifics, that is what I've been focusing on, is trying to make the people that I know that lost, trying to make things a little easier for them right now. And at the point that I am filming this, these fires are still very much active. There's complete and utter devastation. And these were some of the most beautiful neighborhoods. I mean, it's like California dreaming for real. When you think of California, this is what you imagine. And now it's gone in these areas. So, without continuing to be a downer, I do want to say I'm so proud of our city. I'm so proud of how we pulled together. And we know that community is bigger and stronger than government. And when there's nothing left to hold on to, we have each other. And in a city as big as this, it's a very beautiful thing. So the recovery is going to be long. Donations, volunteering, that's just now going to be a part of life while we get through this. Our firefighters, they're forever going to be spoiled. It's like if you're a Dodger here or if you're a firefighter, like you're royalty. We love you. These are people that are, those are our heroes. And thank you, God. Thank you for keeping all of the firefighters safe and everyone that was out there, because it was unreal. I also want to give a special little shout out to the population of incarcerated firefighters that volunteered to come here. I don't remember how many there were. I do know that there was a good amount, but they now get to go back into their terms to finish them off, and they're going to be treated exactly the same. And when they come out, they're not even eligible to be real firefighters. So the fact that they risked it all to be here, we thank you. And I want to take a moment to thank you guys for checking in on me, for taking me and my daughter's safety into consideration in your thoughts. Those of you that knew, I've been seeing your comments. I've even gotten emails from a couple of you. And my heart, just thank you so much for keeping me and us in your thoughts. And yeah, friends, that's what I have. I didn't want to go too far into it because, as you guys can tell, I'm still very emotional over it. When I allow myself to really kind of dive in and think and talk about it. So it's easier to keep busy. It's easier to focus my efforts and my energy on organizing and doing all of that, which I used to do a lot more of before I started doing tarot. And this just kind of helped me connect back to that. I've always been very much a humanitarian and about community. And yeah, and that's all I know what to do right now. Um, so like I said, thank you for coming back. And for those of you that listen to this, if you guys have any questions about, what happened or the fire or anything like that, leave them down below. I will definitely answer them for you. Um, yeah, so I'm sorry I can't do a pick a card today. It's just not in me. I'm not there quite yet, but we are going to do a little collective reading. So let's get going on that. Hey, friends, let's do a little collective check in on the person on your mind. I don't quite have the capacity to do full pick a card readings, but I did want to show up for you today in the way that I can. And yeah, I wanted to be here with you guys. So I'm sorry it's not a pick a card reading, but maybe you will find these messages helpful. All right, my collective, thank you so much for joining me here today. This person on your mind, let's get a message from this person. All right, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to be here today and allowing me to connect to my collective. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for keeping our home. Thank you for keeping our friends and family safe. We ask you to help us, guide us through this dark time, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right, messages for the collective, please. The person on their mind. Let's get a message for you guys from the person on your mind. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. This person on their mind. What would this person like to let whoever watches this reading know? What is it that this person would like to let my collective know? Thank you, Spirit. A message from the person on their mind. We have Six of Pentacles. They could be thinking about you too. All right. For some of you, this person just recently saw something that made them think of you. Like this could have even been something like at a store or even like a meme. Like there's something here that they saw. It is a pentacle, so it could be like an item, or it could be, this person's thinking back to something. If it's not that, there's this energy here where they're also thinking of you, but it feels like they're either closed off or they're kind of staying. This always reminds me of like clamming up, like a clam, like a shell. We have King of Wands. For some of you, this person, the thoughts that they've been having of you or how they think of you, it's almost like there's a sense of possessiveness with it. And if it's not that, this person, I don't know, it's almost like they're trying to come off as being secretive, but I don't think they are. I think they just kind of like don't share. Maybe they don't share what they're thinking or what they're doing. Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this is like financial assistance. They could be thinking of you while they work. This person was surprised by something. Something shocked them. They could have had a realization or heard some kind of news about you, or I'm telling you, maybe they saw something that made them think about you. More work energy or focused. They're focused on some kind of new beginning. They see clearly now, or they've had like a moment of like truth or a moment of clarity. Some kind of illusion might have been shattered unexpectedly. If you went cold on them, that could be it. Or if they did something that you could have made you like emotionally react, maybe that's what they're kind of realizing. This person also feels, I can't help but feel like there's something here about the coin. They could be like trying to increase it, or this Star card and this King of Wands almost makes me feel like they want to be seen, or they're working towards their success. I do feel like there's something here that they saw. I don't know if you guys have been talking or if they saw something online, or this person could be they could be doing something to like update their look or their image. If they have like a social media, maybe there's something there that's going on. And I mean, if they're active on it, not like a dating site. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that. It doesn't feel like it's dating. This person's feeling kind of chatty because I think they're having a moment of like clarity and like confidence where whatever it is that they're working on, I wonder if they almost want to like show you because it's almost giving like, I don't want to say show off, but like they want to show you something or talk to you. If this is someone you're not talking to, I think that they do want communication. Tell me the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, a message from this person. What can we know about them for the collective? Why the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Swords in reverse. They let go of something. This person could be doing better financially as well, or things are looking up. What does that have to do with the collective? Why the Empress in reverse with the Tower? What is this about? King of Cups, Four of Cups. They feel ignored or they feel rejected. Whether that's how you felt about them or they feel about you. But I do feel this person wants to talk to you. For some of you, it could even be like, man, no one's going to get this. The only one that understands is the collective, you know? Tell me about the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's this feeling here of giving up on something, or if it's not that they're giving up, maybe you're not giving them the attention and this person's like working on new things, or maybe this person has even like finally done that thing that you've been telling them would improve their life. You know, maybe they finally kind of took initiative, and it's almost like, oh, if only the collective could see this, because I don't necessarily think that they're getting the attention from you that maybe they kind of wish they were. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So if you're wondering if this person knows that you're not really giving them attention, or that you're upset with them, or that they kept you waiting, it's like, yeah, they know. But there's this sense here of them either not moving on or not disengaging, or they still have an idea or a thought or a belief that they're going to return back to your life. Five of Pentacles in reverse to confirm it. Yeah, they're still holding on to that hope. This person is holding on to that hope. We have Ace of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in reverse. But if you have them blocked, they're like, but there's that one small problem. There's something here about the optimism, or, you know, about messaging each other or hearing from them, or you answering back, or maybe this person blew it. Maybe they fumbled. But I'm going to tell you, this is the energy of someone that still kind of thinks that they have a chance. And the reason I say that is because some of you, you know, you're like, no, absolutely not. But some of you are like, yes, you know, it worked, or they know I'm upset with them, or they know they felt me pull my energy. Then we have the Fool. This person also acts aloof. It's part of their MO, is what it feels like. But I think it backfires on them with you, or it has in the past. What else does this person want to say to my collective? A message from this person for my collective. Ten of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot in reverse. They're not happy. They're not happy with things not growing between you guys, or, you know, there was an opportunity. This could also push this person to bring endings to things. Like if they knew they needed to get off their own bullshit, it's like, this is what this could do. This is encouraging them to follow their heart, because it's almost like if they thought they were going to forget, or if they thought they were going to feel different, it's like they're not. And because of that, they're creating other kind of change in their life. This is someone who can sometimes be indecisive. Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles in reverse. They could even like sabotage building with other people because not making a decision is a decision. Knight of Swords, and then they're impulsive. Justice, to make things right. That's what they want to do. They want to like run towards you to make something right. And then they talk themselves out of it, and they tell themselves it's not the right time. They think you're mad at them or frustrated, or again, like they fumbled. And you definitely noticed is almost like the energy I'm getting. This person could be pouring themselves into work, into making more money. This person could think of you as long-term, or maybe you guys knew each other through work. A lot of different things coming through. This person might visit your social media profile and come up with their own conclusions or their own assumptions. This person might act like a fool sometimes. A little endearing, but it is what it is. Judgment, Magician in reverse, Seven of Wands. So you may have just like thrown up your hands with the situation. And if you're wondering, it almost feels like even if this person has created positive change in their life, they're not quite there yet. They still haven't kind of made a decision. Or if they have kind of made a decision, it's almost like a not today. All right. Our messages are going off. What else, please? A message for the collective from this person. A message from this person for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. A message from this person for the collective. What can we know? What can you tell us? What does the person on the collective's mind want them to know? What do they want them to know at this moment in time? Thank you, Spirit. Messages from this person for my collective. We have the Ace. It's funny how we're getting the same cards. Ace of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. They're slow moving. Why the Ace of Wands? They could feel trapped at like work or focused on their goals. They feel like things haven't been able to take off between you guys. Eight of Swords. They feel trapped. This person, it's like they're not listening to themselves when it comes to you. And so they're choosing to focus on other things, which is like work or their money. Look at all these pentacles. Pentacle, 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 pentacle. All right. Lots of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They're spending a lot of time and energy. Maybe they're going to be spending money on you. Maybe they're saving up for something if this is someone that's actually in your life. But this person keeps trying to ignore their feelings or kind of bottle them, put them away. And like I said earlier, it doesn't feel like it's working. So this person is still thinking not now, but not never. They're having a hard time kind of closing out some kind of chapter or getting out of their head. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse? This is something that's literally going against how they feel and they can't help themselves. This person almost like plays games with themselves. Sometimes this person does things and they're like, why the fuck did I do that? Or why did I say that? Now, whether they admit it or not, this person does, yeah, they don't know they fucked up with that Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Five of Swords, coulda, woulda, shoulda. What did I do? Why am I doing this? Something was made very clear to them. Tell me about this Ace of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Wands. The Magician in reverse. They're trying to manipulate, didn't work, or they feel powerless in the situation. You know, these are two powerful cards and they're in reverse. They both have wands too that are pointing down. It's almost like wand down. Maybe they don't have the energy or the will to kind of do something. But again, it almost feels like if they were trying to manipulate a situation, it didn't work with you. You're not going to be waiting. You're not going to be chasing. You're not going to be, begging. Of course not. And maybe this person is used to being treated differently. Tell me about the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. Message from this person, the Hangman. They don't know what to do. They feel stuck, so they're just pulling back. So that indecision is just kind of an excuse, because the truth is I don't think they have it in them right now to kind of do anything about it. It may not be the right time, or it just, yeah. Circumstances and situations. Why the Six of Pentacles with Seven of Pentacles? A message for my collective. The World in reverse. Yeah, this person's on some kind of loop with that World in reverse and the Death in reverse. This person's thoughts as well. I don't know if they get stuck in their head, or if they feel confined, or if they feel, tied to their job. There's just something here. But this person's also contributing. It's not just factors outside of themselves. This person's also making choices that don't align with what they truly mean or they truly want. And it's almost like, I can't tell if they're doing it out of ego or if they're doing it out of habit. This person ignores their feelings, or they felt rejected by you, and it kind of maybe made them react or spiral in a way that they weren't expecting. Judgment in reverse. There's almost like no second chances, or I'm ignoring this. Or maybe they think that you're ignoring them and they don't know what to do about it. Temperance in reverse. They're frustrated. They have themselves kind of deep in this hole. Three of Swords. They're disappointed with their own actions. They're heartbroken over the current state of things or what happened between you guys. What else, please? A message for the collective. What else? King of Wands, of course. What else? Three of Wands. Six of Cups. They're waiting. They're anticipating seeing you again, reuniting with you and being honest with you and giving you what you deserve. There's a sense here of them wanting to open up. This person views you as like if this is a man and you're a woman, they view you as like a mother, nurturer, giver of life, or someone that's very abundant. You have a kind of high standard and a high perspective on things. And even if you don't, the truth still holds regardless of gender. All right. This person feels they're anticipating or they're planning on it within a 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months for some of you, depending on how long it's been. And they're going to break silence with you, or they're going to reveal something. 10 of Wands, strength. It's going to be very hard for them, but they're going to face it. They go back and forth over what they would say, what they would do. What would you say? What are you going to say when they reveal something to you? When the time comes, why does it feel like Judgment Day? When the time comes, what will you say? So this is the type of person that's already ran through a lot of scenarios in their head when it comes to you and this. It feels like they're waiting for the circumstances to change. They're waiting for something to change in order to make their move. This person has realized how unfair or something that they did, or it's like they've realized something. And for a lot of them, it's almost like they're kicking themselves. Emperor in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. You guys could have had conflict. There wasn't no winners in the situation, or they didn't step up. They didn't give you what you needed, and now there's tension between you guys. So it does feel like this person doesn't feel like it's over. It ain't over, is what I just heard. We have Cancer, Aries, the earth signs. We have fire, strong Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Air signs as well. Could be anyone, right? All right. Let's, what do we do? What do I do? Someone hold my hand. It's been a week. Let's do some oracle cards. All right. I need to get some like message cards. I feel like I have some. I don't know what I do with my stuff, you guys. Let's see. Since these are sitting here, let's use these. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Messages for the collective. This person on their mind. So if this is not romantic, obviously don't take the messages as romantic. It is safe for you to love. That could be this person is realizing you deserve love. So someone's worthiness of love was at question here at one point. And this could be a lesson for both of you when it comes to love. We have soulmate. You could have a deep soul connection with this person. We also have honeymoon. You could have had some beautiful private moments with them, or maybe you will at some point. Maybe that's what this person wants, is to get you alone. And then we have express your love. Look, this person wants to get you alone and be honest with you. There's this feeling, look at how many love, love, love. It is safe for you to love. You deserve love. Express your love. Someone here is learning that. So you guys have a lesson with this person, whether that's you or on their end. All right. I do feel like this person wants to confess something or fantasizes about the day or the time or when the circumstances change and they can open up and be this person. Maybe this person also has a little bit of imposter syndrome where they're like, what does the collective see in me, or what do I have to offer them? So friends, you'll have to let me know how I did for my first day back. That is all, that's all my little self has to give you today. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. I love you guys. I miss you when I'm not here. Even if whatever's going on in my real life, I do think about you guys. I think about my collective, and I hate the thought of not connecting with you guys in this way. So for those of you that stayed and watched, thank you so much for joining me again. And we pray for better days. We pray that the year started off like this, but it can only get better. Wherever you are in the world, friends, I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. Please take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Look out for your neighbors. Look out for your community. And if you don't feel like you have one, remember that you always have us here online. You also have yourself, community within yourself, taking care of yourself. We need it now more than ever. And even though it's hard to come up with the words to say it sometimes, you know, we're all human and we're all learning and we're all growing. There is no us against them. That is also an illusion brought on by people and things that want to divide us and separate us. So love up on each other, all right? Please take care of yourselves. I will try to come back with a pick a card reading, hopefully tomorrow or real soon. But just know that I am safe. Everything is, you know, I'm not going to say great because it's not, but we are okay, and that's all that matters. All right, friends, I will catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.